The 7.8 magnitude San Francisco earthquake in 1906 was one of the worst natural disasters in the nation's history, leaving 3,000 people dead and 70% of the city destroyed. And the shocking reality is that it will happen again. In fact, scientists predict another 7.0 or greater earthquake very soon. And it's not a case of if, but when the next huge earthquake will strike California.
Yeah, this is an emergency in San Francisco. What happened? There's a hell of an earthquake, and we've got windows and everything that's falling out.
How is the total emergency?
Cypress section of the West Grand Freeway has come down.
The Cypress structure has collapsed. 25238, we have a major injury accident, Cypress and West Grand. They're advising major injuries. We're attempting to get 1141. We have a...
The Loma Prieta earthquake in 1989, which left 63 people dead and close to 4,000 injured when the elevated portion of the Cypress Freeway collapsed, crushing vehicles and throwing them into the street below. Both the San Francisco and Loma Prieta earthquakes were on the San Andreas Fault. And although the prospect of another major quake on that fault is frightening, there is something that worries authorities even more. A long overdue earthquake on the Hayward Fault. Scientific analysis of this fault reveals a large earthquake occurring every 130 years on average. The last one recorded was 1868, and the next was due back in 1998, plus or minus 40 years, which means it will come within the next 20 years. And what makes this so frightening is that the Hayward Fault runs under freeways, massive water lines, buildings, train tunnels, residential areas, and schools. So a major earthquake on this fault could unleash a level of destruction never before seen in this country. What comes next is even more terrifying. Fires erupt from broken gas lines, making it almost impossible for people trapped in the rubble to survive. The Loma Prieta earthquake broke gas lines in the Marina district of San Francisco, causing a number of large fires. Fighting them was extremely difficult for firefighters, as water lines were broken and they couldn't use the nearby fire hydrants.
A strong earthquake rocked the San Francisco Bay Area very early this morning. Here's what we've learned so far. The 6.0 magnitude quake, it hit about 6 hours ago, or a little less than 6 hours ago, at 3:20 a.m. local time, 6 miles from Napa, California, and about 51 miles from Sacramento. Now, several fires broke out right after it hit. There are also reports of damaged buildings, ruptured gas lines, water mains.
It takes less than 6 minutes for a broken gas line to fill a 2-car garage with enough gas to level a home. So it's not surprising they cause 1 in every 4 fires in an earthquake. Our country has a shocking history when it comes to gas safety. In 1937, a leaking gas pipe filled the basement of a Texas school, causing a catastrophe that shocked the nation. This tragedy was very nearly repeated in June 2013 when a powerful gas explosion rocked the Valley High School in Santa Ana. The blast was so powerful, it lifted the building's roof and severely damaged the interior, blowing doors right off their hinges. A catastrophe was only avoided because it occurred early in the morning and most students were not at school. Every single day in California, there are at least 3 gas fires or explosions, and that's predicted to increase to 5 a day in the next decade, as buildings become older and the gas lines rust, stress, and weaken with age. So imagine what happens when these aging gas lines are shaken by the next major earthquake. We don't have to expose our children to these terrifying risks. It's usually impossible for school personnel to react quickly enough to manually turn off the gas after a large earthquake. But there is a simple, effective, and fail-safe solution: automatic gas shutoff valves. These shutoff valves detect movement and immediately cut the flow of gas before it becomes dangerous. To ensure full protection, automatic shutoff valves must be installed by an expert. It is critical that they are set up properly in order to function when they are needed. Our company, MBS, has been proactive in educating schools on gas safety and helping them get to the stage where they worry less about this kind of catastrophe. MBS is the most experienced provider and installer of shutoff valves in California. In fact, we install more automatic gas shutoff valves than all of our competitors combined. The MBS founder, Brian James, was recognized by the California governor for his knowledge, experience, and dedication to gas line safety, and was appointed a committee member of the California Seismic Safety Commission. Mr. James also assisted the California State Architect, the California State Fire Marshal's Office, AGA, IAPMO, and the Department of Defense to develop codes, standards, and listings for automatic gas safety valves. He has also advised on more than 100 pieces of legislation for the states of California, Texas, Ohio, and Florida. MBS holds an A General Engineering license as well as a C36 plumbing license. Our team members are certified gas regulator mechanics, gas meter technicians, and certified pipe welders. We are also factory-trained and certified seismic valve installers and repairers, excess flow valves installers, corrosion detection technicians, and gas leak detection technicians. We've installed valves to protect hospitals, colleges, schools, commercial buildings, and more than 100,000 residential properties, working with insurance companies like Allstate, Farmers, Fireman's Fund, Chartis, Chubb, AIG, and Nationwide. We are the only company that has developed and is providing preventative maintenance programs for gas systems. When needed, we work closely with PG&E on complex installations to assure ease of installation for our clients. We're also in the final stages of developing an online gas safety training program to help schools and their staff understand the gas system and steps they can take to help reduce the potential of a gas explosion or fire after an earthquake. Don't be unprepared when the next big earthquake strikes. A large number of schools in Northern California are located on or near active faults, and the safety of our children is far too important to postpone it, even for one more day. Gas shutoff valves installed on your lines are an effective safeguard against a very real and terrifying threat. Get them installed today.